Hey everybody, it's Mustafa here. I've been getting a lot of questions about what the different steps are in buying a house, what things they should be planning for if they're thinking about buying a house in a few years. So what I wanted to do was create a real quick video just kind of highlighting the path to homeownership. And what I've done here is broken it down into 5 basic steps that I'm going to talk about in these next few videos over this week. So first things first, you're going to get your bearings. We'll talk about that. Second up, we're going to start the hunt for the right house. Next thing, we'll talk about the offer, what that looks like, and then we're going to talk about under contract, the different inspections and the contingencies that you guys need to be aware of. And lastly, we'll talk about closing day, the day you get the keys, you take the pictures, and you make that celebratory post about welcome to my new home. So without further ado, let's get started with step 1. All right. So first things first, what we're going to want to do is get our bearings straight. We want to establish a budget for ourselves, figure out what our monthly payment's going to look like and how much our down payment's going to be. And let's also figure out the type of home we're looking for and establish kind of like a baseline criteria. So the first thing you really want to do is find a lender that you want to work with and get pre-qualified with them. Now, a lot of people ask me which lender to use. Usually what I found works really well is when they ask their own friends and family that have recently purchased a home and had a great experience with the lender. Those are people you know and trust, and therefore the recommendations will be a lot more highly regarded. You can also ask around on social media, and there are tons of people that can give you recommendations. But ultimately what you want to do is find somebody that's going to offer you a very competitive rate, and you want to find somebody that's willing to understand your needs really, really well. So that's first. Get your lender in place, get yourself pre-qualified, and establish a budget. The next thing you want to do is find a realtor. Again, ask around your friends and family. There's probably people you know that may also be in real estate. Maybe you come across an agent's video like mine on social media trying to inform and educate buyers in their marketplace. Find an agent that you think is going to really represent your needs best and that you feel like you've got a good rapport with that'll help kind of navigate you through this process. Lastly, what you want to do is establish a baseline criteria. These are things like what your actual budget is for the house. How many bedrooms do you really need? Is there a fence yard requirement? Do you care about HOAs? So these are the kind of things you want to hash out with any of the decision makers before you start looking at homes, because that'll really help you establish whether or not when you go look at homes, if this is going to be a right fit for you. So just as an FYI, I have a ton of flyers, questions to ask when choosing a lender, what to ask when choosing an agent. I've got a really nice worksheet on, how to figure out what your wants and needs are for what you're looking for in a home. They'll all be in a link in the description below, so be sure to check those out because I'm sure they'll be very helpful for you when you navigate this process. So that's going to be step 1, establishing our bearings. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll be back tomorrow with the next step. What I wanted to do now was take the time out and tell you that if you had any questions about what we covered in today's topic, reach out to me. Either write a comment below or send me a message privately. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you soon.